Hello, my name is Cheryl Meyer, otherwise known as Cheryl M. Health Muse, and I am a health coach. I want to welcome you to my podcast, It Feels Good to Feel Good, Future-Proof Your Health. This is a weekly show that will share lifestyle changes that you can make to support your health yourself. Why do I want to share this information with you? 7 years ago, after being a business owner for 20 years, I woke up one morning in horrific pain where every bone and every joint in my body hurt. I went to the doctor. She ran lots of tests, and then she ran some more, and then she ran some more, and finally she called me and announced she was going to give me steroids, but there was absolutely nothing wrong with me and I should seek therapy. I knew something was wrong. I hurt. So she told me I would be on steroids for the rest of my life, and I refused that I was going to have a life of pain and pills. So why was I going to take steroids if there was nothing wrong with me? So I dug in and started researching, and I turned my business over to my staff. I found a functional doctor who confirmed that I had autoimmune disease by making a series of significant lifestyle changes that I could do for myself. 5 years later, I had returned to relative health. The best part is that I am now 70, and I feel better now than I did when I was 50. I no longer hurt, which is huge. I will always have autoimmune disease, but losing the pain has been amazing. I went back to school at 67 and became a health coach because I want to share everything that I learned with others. And I wrote a book called It Feels Good to Feel Good, Learn to Eliminate Toxins, Reduce Inflammation, and Feel Great Again, as the manual I wished that I had had when I got sick, and my book has won 13 awards. So whether you want to future-proof your health and grow old with dignity and grace without dementia and chronic pain and disease, which you don't need to get, or whether or not you already have a chronic condition like autoimmune disease or cancer or heart disease, and you want to learn about what things you can do to improve your long-term health, or whether you want to improve the health of your families and raise healthy children, because 53% of our children have a chronic condition, I look forward to sharing all this information with you. I will tell you, it truly does feel good to feel good, so let's get started. I look forward to having you join me here every week, and I want to give you hope that if you have chronic pain or chronic disease, you can make changes that will improve your health. And if you don't want to go there, you're going to be fine if you listen to the show and put these things into work. I want to give you information so that you can grow old and have a better tomorrow. So thank you for joining me. Let's get started. This is a special edition podcast, and what I want to talk about is how to make this a holiday that's ho, 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 and tons of fun, even though we're going to be socially distanced. So I know it's going to take a little more creativity than past holidays, and so I researched and I've come up with some ideas that I want to share with you, because just because we're socially distancing from each other doesn't mean that we can't have a whole lot of fun. These are ways to have a fun holiday season and yet remain distanced from each other. Consider whether it would feel good to practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude can often be a wonderful way of gaining perspective, humility, compassion, and connection. It even has been shown to improve your emotions, your energy level, and your immune system's functioning. But it's also okay if you're feeling angry right now. Let it out. Anger is an important emotion to experience and make space for, as long as you're not hurting somebody else and you don't go to having a pity party where you sit in the anger for very long. It's okay to feel it and then let it go, and then practice gratitude, because I bet you anything there are lots of things that are going on in your life that you can be grateful for. So you just have to sit and make a list of what those are. Find a release for whatever it is you're feeling. Laugh, stretch, have a dance party, Dance it out. Have an orgasm. Cry. Breathe deeply. Shake your body. Give your body a break from feeling so tense. So if you're feeling any kind of negative emotions right now because you've been isolated too long and you're sick of it, let it out. Shake it out. Dance it out. Sing it out. Laugh it out. You don't have to stay there, and you can make yourself some fun by letting it go. Remind yourself that this is just one moment in time, and this holiday won't be like this every year. You will get to return to your family traditions. This is just a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing. It's possible that this will still be going on next holiday. I don't know, but I am hoping that we all come out of this and that we all can have normal holidays next year. But no matter what, this is just a moment in time, so make the best of it. Make the best of all of the traditions that you can continue. It's so easy to focus on what we can't do right now, but so many aspects of the holidays can just happen just the way they used to, but with a new twist and wrinkle. You could still make your great-grandmother's corn casserole for Thanksgiving. You can still build gingerbread houses. It's a great way to use up any Halloween candy that you bought, even though you probably didn't get very many trick-or-treaters. You can send out cards and sweets to your family to celebrate any of the holidays. You can still dust off the menorah and unwrap all your beloved Christmas ornaments. None of that changes. It's just that this is going to be a little more isolated than past years. You can still definitely drive around town and look at everybody's holiday decorations. And don't forget to have hot chocolate when you all get home again. There's a new card service that's a heck of a lot of fun if you haven't discovered it yet, called You Send It. And You Send It allows you to put all your photographs into a card and then have them make the card and send it to someone. You fill out the address and they deliver the card. It's a fun way to send somebody a little bit of love by sending them past pictures of past holidays that you've spent together. So stay positive and get really excited about the things that you still can do and put a lot of fun, positive energy into those things and let everything else go. Take advantage of the festive pandemic-inspired events that are going on. While I'm looking forward to the day when this entire social distancing thing is over, I have to admit that I am really impressed by all the creativity going on in my own immediate neighborhood. So many people have shown how to make the pandemic as fun as possible. These holidays are no exception. In my community, and probably in yours, they're reopening drive-in movie theaters to screen holiday movies, amongst other COVID-friendly events. For those with kids who will miss seeing Santa, check out Jingle Ring, all one word. Put it into your browser line, and it will allow you to schedule a live or a pre-recorded virtual call with good old Saint Nick. Honestly, it's kind of better than waiting in line to sit on that fat guy's lap anyway. Now you're doing it virtually, and you get a real Santa Claus in front of you that your child can make their Christmas wish list to. Do the Zoom thing. Now, when I was researching, I found that Zoom is not the only option, so we're going to talk about it. But for the purposes of right now, the Zoom thing means that you invite a whole lot of people to come up on your screen all at the same time, and you catch up with them, and you have parties with them, and you enjoy them. You're just doing it virtually. I'm getting a little zoomed out because a lot of my business meetings are over Zoom right now, but there's no reason why you can't do ho-ho-ho holiday gatherings via Zoom too. It's an easy thing to download, and it's an easy thing for you to explain to your older relatives, older than me, how to do it, because it's not hard and it can bring a lot of joy. I love the virtual gathering with faraway friends and family members. And I want to tell you about a birthday party that we had with each of our grandchildren on Zoom. My husband taped it, edited it, and then sent it out to all of our family members. So whether loved ones are there or not, it was a virtual love celebration that will be available to our grandchildren as they grow older for them to watch even into adulthood, which is great fun. Before the pandemic, if someone couldn't make a holiday gathering, we just missed them, and they missed out. But now my family members can all hop onto a Zoom call, even if it's just to sing somebody happy birthday. And in this case, even if it's just to get together and sing Christmas carols. We can all do this year and either sing Christmas carols or Hanukkah songs or whatever, but we can still all get together. Now, our oldest grandson ended his call with a play date to play Pokemon with one of his beloved cousins. They were going to play Pokemon virtually, and they had a great time doing it. So just because we're being distant doesn't mean we can't have fun. So turn your creative genes on and go wild, because you still can make this a very fun holiday. Jingle Ring, which I was sending you to find Santa Claus, also has virtual backgrounds that are perfect for any family holiday call. And there are instructions on how to use them right on their website. You can also use Evite and send invitations directly through them, and they have tons of fun invitations to send that you can choose from. And then you do virtual right through them. They have their own program, and they can take up to 12 people on their virtual program. For the holidays together, share what you're grateful for while everyone sits down to do their Thanksgiving dinner. It is Thanksgiving, so give thanks together with your family. Go around the Zoom screen or the Evite screen or the Jingle Ring screen and share what you're grateful for. Be thankful. It's important, and it will lighten your mood. For the holidays together, you can also eat your Thanksgiving dinner as a family all together over the virtual screen. Everybody will eat their own Thanksgiving dinner or light their own candles on their own menorah, but it doesn't mean that they have to do that all by themselves in isolation. They can do it with you right over the screen. You can coordinate with other relatives what the menu should be, and you can all cook and eat the same thing, with each family suggesting a recipe for the meal. Getting to see everybody when you can't be together in person is one aspect of the pandemic that I hope we keep for years to come, because it's really fun to catch up even if we can't be together. Another holiday suggestion is to host a virtual cocktail party. Everybody brings their own cocktail, but you guys make your own appetizers. Again, I have wonderful healthy appetizers on a blog on my website, which is CherylMHealthMuse.com. Look up my cracker recipes, look up my dip recipes, look up my Thanksgiving and my Christmas dinner recipes. They're all healthy versions of old recipes that you can make. And if you're gonna have a cocktail party, make all the hors d'oeuvres and have them together while you're enjoying your cocktail with your friends on the screen. Send out the recipes and then all eat and toast with the same drink. You could all toast with champagne if you wanted, however you want to do it, but don't be afraid to do it and make sure that you have fun. You can have a family virtual get-together. You don't need to only have one. You can celebrate several times together. On one call, tell family stories about each other while you celebrate. Those family stories are the memories that I hold most dear that were told around the dinner table in my family. And that aspect does not have to go away. You could even share old photographs as part of the storytelling. So that's one virtual get-together with your family members, and make it fun and tell funny stories. Maybe everybody has to tell one funny story from the year on themselves, but make it fun and tell each other silly things about yourself. If religious readings have always been a part of your celebration, make them a different virtual family gathering. They can still take place over Zoom or one of the other services. One family member needs to coordinate who will read what beforehand so that the reader is prepared to play his role. If you have an older relative that cannot be with you in person because of the fear of spreading the virus, and I can't be with anyone because I'm immune compromised with my autoimmune disease, set them up ahead of time to make sure that they can join in the festivities and still stay socially distant. If they're local, you could deliver their holiday meal right to their doorstep, and then you could eat it with them while they're on Zoom. You could include holiday napkins and a holiday tablecloth and candles, etc., to make that holiday meal festive, and they don't have to be lonely or alone. Dine together virtually via one of these apps. If you have family members within your immediate areas, you could do a potluck holiday. If you live close to family and friends, it's fun to piece together a Thanksgiving or a Christmas dinner by organizing a meal exchange amongst a few households. Once deciding upon the menu together, you can add all your recipe links to a shared spreadsheet like Google Sheets. I'm not crazy about Google Sheets, but you could put it on an Excel spreadsheet and email it to everybody. Each household will sign up for a dish or two to make, divvies them up into equal portions, and then delivers them to the doorstep. That way you get a whole meal from a whole bunch of different people and you're all eating the same thing, and it's a potluck. So it's fun, it's different, it's creative. I recommend bamboo food boxes, and I looked and found them on Amazon. They come in meal-sized boxes with little compartments, or they come just in boxes where you could put enough of a vegetable side dish or a mashed potato side dish or a rice side dish. So you put them into bamboo storage boxes, and that way they're easy to drop off and you're not leaching plastic into your food, so it's a healthy way to deliver food. They're also not very expensive, by the way. They're so cheap that you don't mind that you're not getting your bamboo box back, and you can just run around and deliver them all on holiday morning. While you're delivering to the people that you're doing it with, they're delivering to you, and in the end, you've got this yummy meal. The spreadsheet will help you keep everything organized, and so no one will make the same dish twice. Although too much stuffing is never a bad thing. You can also add a column for allergies or dietary restrictions and how many mouths there are to feed, so that you make sure you get enough food for your immediate isolated family. Once you're juggling multiple dishes, the drop-off is complete. Everybody can enjoy their meals together on a video call if you want to, so that you can still be chatting with family and friends, because it's easy to do. Now, this recommends yet another app to do this with. I use Zoom a lot, so I would most likely use Zoom. But there's also an app called Jitsi Meet, Jitsiemet, 2 words, that you can look up. It's free. You can have a virtual party with them, and you can eat your meal together. Broadcasting your computer display on your television can make faraway family feel a little less tiny and more life-size. Alternatively, for some people, the best part of a holiday is the joy and frenzy of cooking together with family and friends. So let's get creative. You could all actually cook the same meal on Zoom. You set up your camera so it can watch you cook. You're watching others cooking on Zoom at the same time. I would think you would either want a full computer screen to do this, or you would want an iPad so that you can see everybody. But you all prepare the same batch of recipes independently, and that way you experience the same meal over a long distance video chat. Again, once you agree on a menu, you can add all your recipe links to a shared spreadsheet, and you can create columns in the spreadsheet for each household to write comments, whether they're helpful tips like a suggested ingredient variation or cooking woes. Of course, dining virtually could be a challenge if you're just on a smartphone. So one way to enhance your voting experience is to broadcast it up onto your TV. Now, my husband tells me there's a special app that you have to get so that you can do that on your TV, but it is doable. So if you have a relative that needs to have it beamed off their television, do your research, buy whatever it is that they need so that they can do it in full on their television screen, so that they can enjoy the electronic age and be part of the new virtual distancing that's going on this holiday. Amazon Echo and Google Nest Hub Max will actually allow you voice-activated commands that are helpful if your hands are messy in the kitchen. They also would allow your children to go say, hey, call grandma, and have grandma pick it right up on the television set, which is pretty nifty. This new electronic age certainly does have its advantages. Now, I'm assuming that grandma's going to find this a little hard to do, so you're going to have to spend some time practicing with her before the holiday. You also might consider giving a matching smart display, like an Echo device, as their Christmas present, so that you can continue these virtual meetings in the future so that you can stay close to your loved one. We don't know how long the pandemic's going to go, so it might be a good thing that at Easter time they could still do this. You can order and send food. If you're looking to cut yourself some slack, ordering side dishes is less stressful than preparing the entire meal yourself. So even if you want to make some dishes yourself, you can supplement them with a few ready-made options. Now, what I would do in the past was go into the store and get things from the deli or order out from somebody where I could go. But this year I did some research, and you can actually get online and get side dishes from Whole Foods through your Amazon Prime food service, and you can order your side dishes and have them delivered, which is pretty nifty because that's a nice way to augment what you're cooking for Thanksgiving or Christmas. You can still order basic pre-cooked sides from the grocery store. So if you mask up and you're still going to your grocery store, you could pick up some side dishes that way. Or if you're considering picking up food from a local restaurant, that will certainly help them stay in business and might be a lovely thing to do to support them because they've been hit hard by the pandemic too. You can buy specialty foods online as an option. Goldbelly, which is a site I had never heard of but was recommended in one of the articles I pulled up, has all kinds of things from restaurants all over the country, and you can get the very best of the very best from Goldbelly to be mailed right to you. Something I was hungry for were biscuits, so I took a look at biscuits while I was on there. But you can get pumpkin pie to pastrami from popular restaurants across the country from Goldbelly. You can even go so far as to get your turkey cooked and from mail. One recommendation was an Amish raised apple and cherry wood smoked turkey from Dixon's Farm Stand Meats, which they'll cook and mail and deliver to you. And then all you have to do is reheat it, which is pretty nifty. They also recommend Willie Bird smoked turkeys, and Williams-Sonoma has complete turkey dinners that you can order that serve 4 and include a cooked turkey breast stuffed with basil, thyme, lavender, and fennel. It includes green bean casserole, butter chive, mashed potatoes, and a pumpkin pie. Now, I don't eat most of these things, but you very likely still do. So have fun and find a place that will deliver the food that you want to eat for your holiday meal. If you don't want to trek to the supermarket to shop for ingredients to make the side dishes, then again, Whole Foods Prime Now will deliver them to you, and they have a Thanksgiving menu and probably a Christmas menu that includes a long list of a la carte sides. There are pies available from a company called the Little Pie Company. And there's a Little Pie fall sampler, so you can try a bunch of little pies from them that they will mail to you. Celebrate al fresco. If you live in a warmer climate, consider taking advantage of the nice weather by throwing an outdoor party. It's easy for multiple families to gather at a safe distance outside, whether it's a park or your own backyard party. A potluck with designated food station allows each household to take turns dishing up their plates, and alternatively, you can portion the food in advance in separate bamboo containers and distribute it at the gathering. Either ditch the traditions or start new ones. There are no rules this holiday. So perhaps this is the year to break free of the familiar traditions and choose something non-traditional to cook. If you have a growing stack of recipes you've saved in a new cookbook that you're yet to try, this is the perfect time for you to rummage through them and choose recipes that inspire you to make for the holidays. And choose dishes that inspire you. It's much easier to try new recipes this year because you have fewer people to feed. So if it doesn't turn out, you won't have that grumpy relative going, "What the heck is this?" Or "Why did you make this?" Or "Why didn't you make that?" Because you don't feel beholden to anything, including that you have to have turkey or pumpkin pie. Don't forget to donate to people who need you. This Thanksgiving, this Christmas is especially poignant because of all the people that have been lost in COVID-19 and because of all the jobs that have been lost this year. So there are plenty of people who have lost loved ones or who are experiencing financial hardships. So consider either volunteering time and delivering food to a family that needs it, or donating money to an organization or charity that's meaningful for you in lieu of having all that money that you were spending on a big family feast. You can still use that money and do a lot of good for somebody else, which will warm your heart and bring you very happy holidays. Now, you can also have parties over Zoom or over the video that are themed. If you're Jewish, you can have a Hanukkah themed party. Everybody would wear a Hanukkah sweater. Guests will come in their favorite outfits or jammies in shades of blue, silver, and white. You could have a festival of lights and decorate your video chat space with a collection of the shiniest lights you can find and ask guests to do the same. You could do donut decorating and decorate and show off any kind of donut that you want. If you want to have a Thanksgiving virtual party, everybody would wear turkeys in some way or another. You want to cultivate all those Turkey Day vibes. You want to have a virtual recipe swap, and everybody would come prepared to talk about a favorite family Thanksgiving recipe. And again, you want to have a gratitude virtual call where each person gets to share what they're most grateful for that has happened this year. Now, I know this year has been difficult for all of us, but there are things that you can be very grateful for, and it's a wonderful thing for you to get together and share on a virtual call. You could host a virtual holiday party. You could all wear reindeer antlers, or wear crazy holiday headwear, or wear crazy holiday glasses, and then wear all your favorite Christmas sweater. Or your favorite Christmas pajamas if you have them. Do something that's fun and that's frivolous and that's ho-ho-ho, and then get together on a family call or a friend call and make each other laugh at what you have on and what you're wearing. An idea for just a holiday party is to hold a scavenger hunt for the kids. Now, the way that I would suggest you would do that is each family would pick maybe 4 items for their scavenger list that they're going to send people in everybody's household out to go find. Everybody makes their own list and then offers them to the whole, because that way you're not favoring any family. Every family has different items on their scavenger list, but you have a long scavenger list for your kids to go out and see what they can find and then come back and share what they did find and they didn't find that was on the list, and then have virtual prizes that you can mail out afterwards. You can have a virtual Secret Santa gift exchange where everybody picks a number of what gift they're going to give, and everybody picks a number of what gift they're going to get, and then you buy the gift, and it should probably have a certain dollar amount to it, like Secret Santa things usually do. So let's say it's a gift for $10 or less, and then you wrap it, and you all come together, and when your number is up, you give the gift, and when their number is up and it's your gift, you give the gift, and you're opening it online, and so everybody's enjoying what they got online, and then you mail it after the party. There are all kinds of ways to have Christmas holiday themed parties. Open the presents online, eat the same meal together, whether cooked at each home or delivered to each home. Have a sing-a-thon that's a virtual get-together. Everybody can bring their own favorite carols, and you could even send out all the words ahead of time and then get together and sing carols. It would be a hoot to do it virtually, and there's no reason why you couldn't. Watch a holiday movie together on share screen on Zoom. Somebody rents the movie or buys the movie and shares the screen, and everybody watches it together and has a good time. You could pick a couple Christmas stories and read them together virtually online, where each person takes a different part and reads different passages. But whatever you're going to do, even though it's virtual, make it fun. Festive factor. Any of these easy themes will make any games or activities you choose to play a little more Christmassy and a little more festive. You can play reindeer games and have people dress up in themed apparel, themed makeup, themed accessories. You can have a Christmas cookie show and tell where everybody makes and decorates their best Christmas cookies to show off in a video feed. You can have a Christmas tree party where you decorate the Christmas tree together and everybody partakes and watches. Or guests can wear anything they want as long as it's covered in Christmas trees. Whatever the crazy idea is, you can still do it virtually and you still can have a jolly holiday. So that's my how to do a jolly holiday under the pandemic. Don't let the fact that we're socially isolated stop you from having fun, sending love, and enjoying the people that you love most, because there's absolutely nothing stopping you from being creative and making it happy and jolly and frivolous and fun. Thank you.